So we're here to talk about how close to sit to your piano and how much of the bench you should be sitting on and where you should sit on your bench. So sitting in the appropriate place is important for a lot of reasons in piano. The first reason, and the most important one, is if you are sitting in the proper place, it gives you the proper posture in your wrists to play well. Now, if your wrists are not in the right position, it can slow you down, it can cause wrist pain, it gives you poor technique. So we don't want any of those things, and oftentimes sitting in the right place is a great and easy way to fix posture problems. So the first thing we want to talk about is how much of the bench you should take up. So I always say you should have about half allotted for you to sit on. Now, you can think of it as your identical twin could sit back to back with you and you'd have the same amount of space. So really, you're not taking up much room on the bench at all. Now, right now, if I'm sitting right here, I'm so close to the keys. I'm almost right on top of them. And I don't want that because I want to have a lot of room for my arms to move around. So I'm going to back up my bench. So I have some more room between me and my piano. Now, right now, if I stretch my hands out completely straight, I'm almost touching my piano, almost touching that fall board that covers the keys. And that's what we want. That's actually the exact right place that I should be. I should stretch out my hands while I'm sitting straight and almost be able to touch the back of where my keys touch meet up with the piano. So this is a good spot to sit. Now when I'm sitting here with all of this space, I have lots of room for my arms to move back and forth, and I can lean forward a bit so that if I have something that needs to be very full or even maybe very loud, I have a lot of space that I can lean forward to get that sound quality. So here's what you need to think about. You can take up half of the bench, the front half of the bench, and you want to be able to stretch your arms out completely fully while you're sitting up really tall, and have your front of your hands or your knuckles almost touch the piano. So if you say you're sitting a little bit too close, maybe your bench is about right here, and you stretch your hands out and you say, well, I'm a little too close. A lot of people think, I'll just move back. Now, I have lots of space, but I'm taking up too much of the bench. Now remember, we want to sit on the front half, and the reason that we want that is so that, again, we can lean forward. If I'm sitting way back here, sure, I can lean forward, but it's a lot more challenging, and it just doesn't feel very good. If I'm sitting on the front of my bench and I lean forward, I have a lot more support in my feet to keep myself in the posture that I'm looking for. So remember, take up just the front half, and if you're sitting too far away or too close to your piano, move your bench. Don't move where you are on the bench.